Let me tell you what exactly neo-Nazis would do, people like Richard Spencer would do, if they got control of American government. First of all, a policy of complete isolationism would, in all likelihood, cut us off from the rest of the world through trade. There would immediately be barricades placed on immigration protocols, keeping people from non-white backgrounds and possibly non-Aryan backgrounds from entering the country. Shortly thereafter, the purges would begin. It would begin extra-legally, brown shirts roaming the streets, occasionally joined or ignored by police, breaking through synagogues, breaking down businesses that have those "We support you" LGBT stickers outside the windows. A lot of people would die. This exact same thing happened in Nazi Germany. It would happen here. When the population gets riled up enough, if there's absolutely no threat of the police coming down on them, which there would not be, let me tell you, the police would not have much of an issue with a white supremacist America, as if they haven't already for the past 200 years. A lot of people would die. You would probably die, assuming that you're not like me. I would die, by the way, because I'm queer and a leftist. If you're not straight, you can expect camps to be built, and you will be sent to them. If you're not white, you can expect camps to be built, and you will be sent to them. You will not be deported from this country. There are not other countries across the world that are willing to take the burden of 200 million political refugees from America. There are not places, there are not homes, there is not money for countries across the world to fit them in their borders. But you know what there is room for 200 million people? Mass graves. It's not being hyperbolic, you know. They did the same thing before, less than 100 years ago. And the people who today call themselves alt-right, neo-Nazis, Christian nationalists, identitarians, or white nationalists all claim the same legacy of thought. They all admire the same people. They all want the same policies. Mass graves, concentration camps, we could get away with all of it. And unlike Nazi Germany, America is large enough to sustain this domestic policy for a pretty long time. We're not like Germany, you know. Germany was comparatively smaller, weaker, already had tensions amidst other countries in Europe, and a weaker military proportionally than America does now. Do you think other countries would come to our rescue? Do you think other people would come into this country and invade the United States of America to save us? No. We would be dead. The synagogues would be burnt to the ground, as would any business or residency that has at any point indicated pro-racial integration or pro-LGBTQ whatever sentiments. And then the cultural purges would begin as well. The ability for us to enjoy the art we enjoy, it's fucking gone. How many pieces of media have you consumed this year? Music, video games, movies, television shows that have a diverse cast? Or have leftist or progressive themes? Gone. The people who made them, dead. Pornography? Oh, you better believe pornography's gone. You think the Great Firewall of China is bad? Imagine what America could do around its borders. Do you have any idea how bad things can get here? Does this sound hyperbolic to you? This is literally what they already did. This is what these people want. Does this sound like a turn of phrase? I'm probably forgetting 50 things that happened. I'm certainly forgetting 50 things that happened. Reduction of workers' rights as people are sent to the factories to build up industrial and national power by working their asses off. Quotas for birth rates for white families. This would, so on and so forth. This would keep going. This isn't hyperbolic. This has happened before in Nazi Germany, and it's going to happen again, probably somewhere in the world. We currently are dealing with a uprising of white nationalist parties across the world. And if you genuinely believe, even for a moment, that this is going to pan out differently this time, that there is some fundamentally different component of the politics they advocate for that would lead to a kinder, less cruel society, you're dead wrong. Listen to Richard Spencer. Listen to the character of that man when he shows it to you. I act on stream the way I do off stream. My politics are open to you. I lie about nothing. Richard Spencer plays civil, but at the end of the day, he's just another spoiled, entitled, narcissistic white boy brat, a fail son who has contributed nothing to society in his life except burn the millions his family gave him. And when the cameras are off, or when he thinks the cameras are off, he goes right back to what the foundational ideological roots of neo-Nazism are and always have been, and that's seething, vitriolic hatred.